proper story's supposed to start at the beginning. Ain't so simple with this one. Now here's a kid whose whole world got all twisted, leaving him stranded on a rock in the sky. He gets up, sets off for the Bastion, where everyone agreed to go in case of trouble. Ground forms up under his feet as it pointing the way. He don't stop to wonder why. Finds his lifelong friend just lying in the road. Well, it's a touching reunion. He sees what's left of the rippling walls. Years of work undone in an instant. In the calamity, that a survivor? No, ma'am. It's a gas fella, forced out from underground. Kid pops him good. Sometimes you just need a drink. Gotta hold him still to spin up the chamber. A school of squirts tunnels up around him. He sets foot inside one of Celandia's famous watering holes. Inside's old Rondi, the bartender. The calamity got him for his drinking did. Then Kid finds his trusty shield. But just as he's getting a handle on it, the security takes him for a petty thief. Special delivery. Gas fellas. Windbags start turning up for last call. More squirts start coming out of the woodwork. A big old fella pops out in front of the kid.
Nice.
He gets a good look at things on his way down. He lands on top of a breaker's bow, and it ain't broke. Good news is the emergency defenses still working. Bad news is they're aiming for the kid. He finds the distillery, right next to the arsenal. Tough part of town. The arsenal's where the kid can pick the best tools for the job. An old ferry barge sends the kid on his way. The Bastion's real close now. Picks up a few pointers from a dusty old tome. He's a mighty fast learner. The kid pockets a memento from the breaker, once the fastest man in the land. He finds the core to the Wolf District. Down he goes. Down.
Oh, wow.
Toward the Bastion.
Let's hope I duped.
Now the kid sees something stranger still. His mind races. Did anybody else survive? Sure enough, he finds another. There's a bit of the Bastion's power in that crest. Enough to point the way to the cores. All I tell him is to set that core of his on the monument there. Then watch. Just like that, the Bastion comes alive. Starts growing again. Growing stronger. Kid's gotta put its power to good use. The Bastion ain't gonna build itself. Well, not entirely. Now the Bastion can send him even farther into the wild unknown. Now he lands at the intersection between bad and wrong. Ought to be a core down one of these twisted streets. But which one? And there it is. But it's locked down tight in an alloy cage. Almost like he's showboating the crowd. And now there's a new marshal in town. He hears the whole place groan, but it's too tough to fall. He comes back, just like I knew he would. The core hums in his pack. The monument's calling for him. The old world's finished, but the new world's just getting started. The cores, they remember. That's why this place is coming together. That's why things are gonna be alright. Kid ponders what to build. Kid don't know what's out there waiting for him.
Alright, let's see if I can survive Hanging Gardens. Keep the space
The dead
going.
welcome him with open arms. The calamity took everybody after all. Kid sees it plain, frozen faces all around. These folks never saw the calamity coming, but someone did. Someone close. There was someone like him. It's a snag or two trying to get him. He ain't about to stop, no matter what. He's got so many questions after all. The Thunder Brothers, didn't make it. But him, he survived. Just think, without that man, we wouldn't be here right now.
Should be like half
What do
a
you say
second,
to a man
maybe.
who's seen too much? Kid hasn't a clue, but he says
A
this.
little more than half, okay.
He's a proper gentleman.
It's hard. I feel like for me, Hanging Gardens is one of the toughest levels to like be really consistent at.
Folks like him ain't never been a common
Just
sight
always
in
like
Zealandia.
losing little bits of time.
He's relieved to see a living face or two. The kid and I introduce ourselves in kind, both to him and to each other, for the first time. Zolf's travels ain't much compared to what the kids had to go through for all this. Kid's surprised when I tell him there's only one core left. I shouldn't have believed it either. There's only one way to Cinderbrick Fort. The hard way. Sure, the city marshals may be gone, but now the fort's crawling with windbags. The calamity was mercy to normal folks. Windbags ain't much different from normal folks. All they want's a warm place to stay and a decent meal. Cinderbrick gave them enough heat and metal to munch on for a while. Well, the fort ain't theirs by right. Security's plain gone haywire. Windbags gummed up the works. They trapped the kid in the middle of the
That was a good clip.
grounds, and now
Might be kind of the saving grace here.
Cinderbrick Fort.
Yeah. I think I'm just gonna do Vine Clip.
Kid shows up just as Zolf's telling me about his own journey to the city. Seems the only thing the calamity saved for Zolf was the smoke. Zolf banged up the monument pretty bad. But there's a way to put her back together. The shards. That's it. A few more shards like that, and we'll be back
Where
in
the
business.
fuck is Rothus? I'm losing so much time. Because everything is terrible.
Ankle gators used to roam the wilds.
I'm still gonna do
and they
Vine Clip
nested
though.
at Rothus Lagoon. Many a tale folks used to scare their children straight originated here. They used to think that ankle gators were extinct. Well, they ain't. Turns out Queen Anne got a hold of a shard. Ankle gators love shiny things. The brushers use their pikes to keep their distance around here. Now the kid can do the same. The closer you get to an ankle gator's lair, the thicker the tall grass
This
grows.
is
Wanna know
awful.
how to
Oh my
find an
god.
ankle gator lair? You use a kid as bait. He's got it, and now to finish her off.
I'm scared of how
Now
much
she's
time I'm
coming
losing
for
here.
him. She's got nowhere else to go. The shard's sitting in plain view. After all that, kid lets the ankle gator go.
Okay, that actually was kind of fine.
Hope Queen Anne don't mind us borrowing from her treasury. All that trouble for a single shard. But you know what? It was worth it. It ain't too late to unlock the potential of this place. The shard's got enough juice to spruce up any of these places. High time we built something new. Not everything blew up in the calamity. Why, Colford Cauldron here blew up way ahead of its time. The cauldron boiled over some 300 years ago. They say it filled the skies with ash and the lakes with molten rock. As for us, we learned an awful lot from Colford Cauldron. Sure, we dusted off a good many secrets out here, but we discovered other things we're better off not knowing. All sorts of awful things crawling underfoot. After all, when we looked down inside Colford Cauldron, we had to have it. As for the kid, he just has to get that shard out of there. Too bad taking that thing woke up every last stink eye from here to Charleston Bar. But where there's one stink eye, there's always more. The Cauldron's tenants all gather up to bid the kid a fond farewell.
That was not
With
great.
a good spyglass, you can still see the Cauldron from the city. But
Oh,
all the
apparently it
fires died
was.
out.
I might not have duped, though. We'll see.
It comes back looking like the inside of a chimney. The shard works like a charm.
Okay, good.
You can hear the monument's heartbeat again.
Got a good shot here.
The monument's getting better. Zolf sure did a number on it, though. Ain't saying much, but that's the greatest forge in all the city. First things first.
This level, though, I swear, this level is so bad.
Imagine everything.
Not
you
like
need
that.
to
I
build
don't.
a city like
Whatever.
Sandalia. It takes hard work and planning, and it also takes a burstone quarry. The quarry came with a lifetime supply of windbags. Not only are these rocks a source of life, they're recording everything, all the time, taking it all in. We found that the oldest ones remember things. Now, why would the Hura sell off such a fascinating place? Might be the gods told them the quarry's bad news. Those rocks, all polished to a mirror sheen, the largest ones, you know as cores. Remember how I said rattletails ain't the worst thing in the quarry? We never could get stubborn old Lunky to leave the quarry alone. That honor goes to a beast we took to Colin, Sir Lunky. Massive things stomped many of our boys. We just couldn't get rid of him. Then the kid hears a voice calling from down the hall. Are you alright? It says. Kid hears him, but he ain't about to be deterred. If that's the
I
way
think
it
that's
is,
good.
he says, then I won't stop you, because my country.
I hope it's good. If I lose this run to the last dupe, that's gonna be really sad.
Say what you will about Zolf, but he's a man of his word. His countrymen don't much care for pleasantries, though. The Hura think they got him. They're wrong. No way out of this. Not without a fight. Well, it's all.
A little bit slow, but I wanted to make sure I got it right. Come on,
The
dude.
shards can put this disease in
Okay.
remission, but there's only one cure. We need to finish what we started. The Bastion. It's finally finished. Now.
Alright,
There's
didn't quite
something I
get
want you to
the
see.
22, but 23 is still really good.
Welcome to the heart of the Bastion. I ain't one for long goodbyes, so here's the deal. Zia and I figure you done the heavy lifting, so you get to do the honors. We can tell you how to work this thing if you got any questions. Hey, kid.
Almost wasn't even a 23, because I messed up talking to
It's
Rux.
finished.
Alright,
Sit tight.
good
It'll
improvement.
be over soon.
It's a much more solid run all around.
No matter what happens next, you're done good. I suppose all that's left is to try and remember this moment. The Bastion's gonna take us back to a better time before any of this. Might be we'll forget everything you've done and each other. Though after all we've been through, I find that hard to believe. So long, kid. Maybe I'll see it in the next one. Say Landia.